Hello there, I'm Yogesh Prabhu, and in this video I will teach you how to find inverse of a matrix. Now this procedure can be best explained using a problem. So I have taken one sample question and we have a matrix A here and we are supposed to find out the inverse of that matrix. And precisely this procedure needs two steps. In first step you check whether the determinant of A is 0 or not, and that's the prerequisite or the precondition that determinant of A should not be 0. Okay, if it is 0, then there is no inverse. You can't find inverse of that such matrix where determinant is 0. So we will check that first, and once it passed the test and determinant is not 0, we will write it as A times A inverse is equal to I, and then we will do procedure and finally find out inverse of a matrix. And let's start solving this question. Now first I will find determinant of A. So determinant of A for this matrix, you take this 3, then this is 1, 1, 3, 5. You take this determinant, then you take the middle number and change the sign. So it is negative 2, and then take 2, 1, 1, 5. 2, 1, 1, 5. This is taking normal, minus. So then you take 4 and take 2, 1, 1, 3. 2, 1, 1, 3, and let's solve and find out the value determinant of A. This is 3, this is 5 minus 3, minus 2, this is 10 minus 1, 4, this is 3 to the 6, minus 1. So you get 5 minus 3 is 2, 3 is 6. I am solving all the steps here. This is 10 minus 1 is 9, 2 is 18, minus 18, and then this is 6 minus 1, 5 times 4 is plus 20. So 20 and minus 18 is 2, and 2 plus 6 is 8. So determinant of A, we got it as 8, right? And this is not 0. Okay, so you write down the first step. Since determinant of A is not 0, A inverse exists. So the first precondition is fulfilled. Step 1 is done, and determinant is non-zero, and we can now start solving and go for step 2. Let's start the second step now. You have to write A times A inverse is equal to I. Of course, when you multiply anything with its inverse, the product is going to be 1 or identity, and identity is I for a matrix. Well, we already have A, we don't know what A inverse is. So this relation, I'll write down the value of A over here. Then we have to find out A inverse, and we also know I is the identity matrix. So let us write it down. This is 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 1, 3, 5, and the identity matrix I is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, and 0, 0, 1. Okay. Now once we begin with this setup, what we want to do here is want to do row operations and convert this matrix into identity matrix. So we want to reduce it to the identity matrix so that we will have to have all these as 1 and everything else is going to be 0, like this. So to convert this into identity matrix, we will do the row operation. So first thing I want to do is get this one. See, this procedure is going to be this. Try to get this one, then make these two zeros. Okay, I'll write down the procedure here. The procedure to do it is first get this as 1, then make these two 0 below that. After this, then make this as 1 and then make these two 0. Then after that, make this one and make these two 0, so that finally this will turn into an identity matrix. And that's how we will find the value of A inverse. Now here are the steps. So first thing I want to do is get this as 1, and the easiest way to do that is send this 1 over here. I'm really not looking at the whole thing, I'm just looking at this value here, which is 1, and I want it to be here. So I want to switch these two. I can't just switch like one value, right? So what I will do is I'll switch row 1 and row 3. So step 1 here is switch row 1 with row 3. Exchange them. Now whatever operation you perform on both the matrices over here as well as here. So let's do it. It is 1, 3, 5 here. 1, 3, 5. And just 2, 1, 1 stays as it is, and this becomes 3, 2, 4. A inverse. Do that same operation here also. So it is 0, 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. I switched it here also. That's my first step. What I've achieved with that is I got 1 here. Now as I said, once you find 1 here, find 0 below that. So I have to make these two 0. And the key to this is don't look at everything else. Just look at what you want now. You want next is these two 0. Now how do you make that 0? Make double of this and subtract. And how will be that operation? Row 2, second row, becomes row 2 minus 2 times row 1. So make it double of this and subtract. You can't just do one value. So you will do it for all the values. So let me do this step first. A inverse, let me write this down. And of course we'll do it on the both sides. So what happens to row 2? Now let's see what happens to row 2. This is 1, 3, 5 will stay as it is. 0, 0, 1 will stay as it is. Well, row 2 minus 2 times row 1 can also be done as multiply R1 by minus 2 and add to R2. That just works very well. So multiply 1 by minus 2, that's minus 2, and add it here, becomes 0. Multiply this by minus 2, minus 6, and add it here, minus 5. You have to be very careful while you do this. Multiply by minus 2, minus 10, and add it here, minus 9. Do that here also. Multiply by minus 2 and add, well, when you have these two zeros, this 0 will not change anything over here. So this 0 and 1 will stay as it is. Then multiply this by minus 2. 1 into minus 2 is minus 2 and add here. So it is minus 2. That's the second operation. The operation for row 2 is done. Now for row 3, you will say R3 becomes R3 minus 3 times R1. So do this 3 times and subtract. But what we will instead do is multiply R1 by minus 3 and add. See, it works the same way, but it's just easier to deal with and you tend to make less mistake with that. Multiply this with minus 3. Minus 3 into 1 is minus 3. Add here 0. Multiply by minus 3, minus 9. Add here minus 9 and 2 is minus 7. Multiply by minus 3, minus 15. And 4 is minus 11, right? Do that here also. Multiply by minus 3, that's 0 only, add here, 1 stays as it is. Multiply by minus 3 is 0, add here, so that's just 0 as it is. Multiply by minus 3 and add here, so it is minus 3. There you go. So basically we have achieved this much so far. We have already got 1, 0, 0. Now next we want to do is we want to make this as 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay, but first thing you will do is you will try to make this element 1. And to do that, the next operation I will perform is I will divide row 2 by minus 5. So it is row 2 becomes row 2 divided by minus 5. So when we do that, this is 1, 3, 5, 0. Okay, second row you will divide by minus 5. So you will get 1 and this is 9 by 5. And row 3 will remain as it is, 0, minus 7 and minus 11. A inverse, and that is equal to row 2 is divided by minus 5. So the first one will remain as it is, 0, 0, 1. Then 0 minus 1 by 5, 2 by 5. And then last one is 1, 0, minus 3. Okay, so this step is done. So what we have achieved so far is we got 1 here. Now once you get this as 1, we want to make this 0 and this 0. And to do that, you will utilize this one. That means you will utilize row 2. So the step is going to be row 1. The first row is row 1 minus 3 times of row 2. Do 3 times of this and subtract. You will get this 0. My target here is to get this 0 and this 0. Now how do I do that for row 3? The row 3 will become R3 plus 7 times of row 2. If I do 7 times here and add, it will become 0. That's what I want. Now let us do these operations. A inverse, and we'll do it on both the matrices here. So now row 2 is not changing. Row 1 and row 3 is changing. So wait a second. Row 2 will remain 0, 1, 9 over 5 and 0, minus 1 over 5, 2 over 5. Now multiply row 2 by minus 3 and add to row 1. Let's do that. Multiply by minus 3, 0 into minus 3 is 0, and add here. This 1 won't change. Good thing. Multiply by minus 3. Multiply row 2 by minus 3 and add here. This becomes 0. Multiply row 2 by minus 3. Now the calculation is going to be a little trickier. Row 2 into minus 3 will be minus 27 by 5. And you will add it to 5. 3, 9 3s are 27, and 9 minus 27 by 5. and you add it to row 1. So it is minus 27 by 5 plus 5. So this is minus 27 plus 25 over 5, which is minus 2 over 5. That's minus 2 by 5. Now let's perform the same operation of row 1 on the right side matrix also. Multiply by minus 3 and add. Stays 0. Multiply by minus 3, then it is 3 by 5 and add here. So it is 3 by 5. Multiply by minus 3 is minus 6 by 5 and add here. So 1 plus minus 6 by 5. You should write them and do it very carefully. Don't make mistakes. 5 minus 6 minus 1 by 5. That's minus 1 by 5. Okay. And we achieved a 0 here. Now let's do the next operation of R3. We want to do 7 times of R2, 7 times of R2 and add it to R3. So 7 times of R2 and add here, well, multiply by 7 is just 0, add here, won't change. Good thing. We don't want to change these values. We want them to stay as 1, 0, 0, and we achieved that. Multiply by 7 here. So that's 1 into 7 is 7. Add gives you 0. Multiply by 7. Okay. So it is 9 sevens are 63, right? Multiply R2 by 7. 9 sevens are 63. 7 tens are 70. 63, that is correct. Yeah, 63 by 5. And R3, add it to R3, it's negative 11. So you do 5 minus 11 is minus 55. So 63 minus 55 divided by 5. And this will become 63 minus 55 is going to be negative 8 over 5. I hope that is correct. Negative 8 over 5. And we will do this operation on the other side also. Multiply this by 7 and add. So multiply by 7 is 0 and add here 0 plus 1 is just 1. This won't change. Multiply by 7 here. So it is minus 7 by 5. Add here. That's minus 7 by 5. Multiply by 7 is 14. And 14 by 5 minus 3. So it is 14 by 5 minus 3 is minus 15. 14 minus 15 by 5, which is minus 1 by 5. Minus 1 by 5. So we're getting there. We reduced this so much. You got 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. Now we have only one last row to deal with. We have to make this one and then make these two 0. So let me do one more step and then I'll need to clear some space here. So what we'll do is we'll do R3 becomes R3 divided by minus 8 by 5 or multiplied by 5 by 8, minus 5 by 8. So once you do that, this will become 1, 0, minus 2 by 5, 0, 1, 9 by 5 remains as it is. So first two rows are not changing here. 0, 3 by 5, minus 1 by 5, 0, minus 1 by 5, 2 by 5. And divide this by minus 8 by 5, you'll get 0, 0 and 1. That's what we wanted. We got that as 1. Now, well, you do the same thing here also. But divide this also by minus 8 by 5. So this will become minus 5 by 8. When you divide this by minus 8 by 5, this will become 7 by 8. And when you divide this by minus 8 by 5, it will become 1 by 8. And that is what you got. Now the last thing you want to do is make these two zeros. And for that I'll need to clear some space. So let me rewrite this last step over here. Now let's do some final steps here. And we want to make these two 0 by using this one here. So I will do that by doing R1 becomes R1 plus 2 by 5 R3. So multiply R3 by 2 by 5 and add it here so that this will become 0. That's what I want. And for R2, the second row, it is R2 minus 9 by 5 R3. That's the procedure. And so that this will become 0. And this will turn into identity matrix. So it is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, A inverse. And all the action is on this matrix now. So let us do this carefully. R1 becomes 2 by 5 times R3. R1 plus 2 by 5 times R3. So multiply this by 2 by 5. So when you multiply by 2 by 5, 5 will cancel out, 2 4s 8. So it's 1 by 4. you add here, so it is 1 by 4. I hope you understood the first one. Then next you multiply 2 by 5 here, so we should do it carefully. 2 by 5 times negative 7 by 8, multiply here and then add it to this, plus 3 by 5. Well, that is, I'm just going to solve this. This is 7 2s are 14 by 40, that's negative 14 by 40 plus 3 by 5, multiply by 8 on both sides, so that denominator is 40, and this is minus 14 plus 24, right? And then 24 and minus 14 is 10 over 40. It's 1 over 4. This is also 1 over 4. Okay. Now let us do here. Multiply this by 2 by 5. So when you multiply this by 2 by 5, it will become minus. Okay, let's do this well. Minus 1 by 8. Minus 1 by 8 times 2 by 5. Times 2 by 5. And add it to minus 1 by 5 up here. Minus 1 by 5. Let's see what we get. This is 40, and then this is minus 2, and this is also negative. Multiply by 8 on both sides, and this is minus 8. Oh, nice. Minus 2 minus 10, minus 8 is minus 10. Minus 10 by 40 gives you minus 1 by 4. So this value will be negative 1 by 4. This is how the second step is done. Then next let's do R2 becomes R2 minus 9 by 5 R3. Okay, lot of solving again, we'll have to do it. So this will become minus 9 by 5 times this will be minus 9 by 8. Minus 9 by 5 times 5 by 8 is going to be minus 9 by 8, and add here. So this is minus 9 by 8. Multiply by minus 9 by 5 here. So it will become 9 7s are 63 over 40. 9 7s are 63, 5 8s are 40, minus minus is plus, and then add that to this. So it is minus 1 by 5. So 8. 63 minus 8 divided by 40. So 63 minus 8 will give me 55 by 40. 55 by 40. So you get 55 by 40. I just want to recheck that again. Minus 9 by 5, when I multiply here, it is 9 times 7, that is 63, and 8 times, yeah, this is correct, it's positive also. Then you add it to minus 1 by 5, all good. So 63 minus 8 is 55 over 40, got that. Then multiply by minus 9 by 5 over here, so it is 9 by 40. Now 9 by 40 add to 2 by 5 plus 2 by 5, 8. So it's 40 the denominator, and 9 plus 8 to the 16, 9 and 16 is 25, 25 by 40, 25 over 40. And well, thank God, row 3 is just as it is. It is 5 by 8, negative 7 by 8, and negative 1 by 8. That's the answer. Okay. So once you get to this conclusion here, this is just I. This is the identity matrix. And I times A inverse is just A inverse. So this becomes I into A inverse, which is A inverse. And A inverse has this value. And you can easily simplify this better by taking 1 by 8 out. So if you take 1 over 8 out, because I see that 8 is a factor everywhere, so 1 by 4 will become 2, right? 2 by 8 is 1 by 4. This is also 2, and this is minus 2. That's the first term. If you take 8 out here, this is minus 9, and this is 40, and once you take 8 out, it is 40 is 8 times 4, right? 8 4s are 8 5s are 40. Sorry. So 11, 55 by 5 is going to be 11. And this will be 25 by 5, which is 5. And once you take 1 by 8 out, this will be 5, negative 7, negative 1. And that's the value of inverse of a matrix, A inverse. I know it's a lot of solving, and you have to be extremely careful. I mean, you do inverse of a matrix by using a calculator, But if you have to do it manually by hand by using row operation, this is very much the procedure. It is lengthy, and if you make one mistake, then entire thing is gone. I hope I have not made any mistake. Mostly this is correct, and if it is not, then we will just probably, you know, write down a comment for this. And then there was one mistake, one error that happened here, which is again corrected later on. I hope you are okay with that. This is the whole solving. I hope you really followed this. And if you have, please give this video a like. Please share this video with your friends. Subscribe to our channel. Please do that. It really is a most, you know, motivating thing that you can do for us. And thank you very much. See you in the next video.